My beautiful souls, how are you? Welcome into a daily read for Monday. The Hermit card coming out, all right, that just kind of flopped over very peacefully. It feels like a Monday where you're meant to be feeling at least somewhat, if not fully, to yourself. Feeling as if this collective is at least partially glowing throughout this period. And maybe there's even a focus at certain points, or for somebody, I feel like the entire day and maybe even surrounding it. When it comes to enhancing or bringing back that personal glow, remembering that you truly deserve to feel and be perceived in that way. But we're moving on to the Page of Wands that just popped out. Feeling like it's a day of new passion, all right? Maybe even good news for somebody drawn to the reading. But I'm getting from this background sort of, I'm hearing wind of change sort of imagery. They're saying what goes around comes around might take a focus for some drawn to the reading, but things coming full circle as well in a different sense. But I also, when I look at a circle, right, that kind of imagery, when it comes to being a reader, I honestly typically think about completion, all right, reminding me of the Sun card in the deck. But I feel like it's a day where Spirit's saying, what do you feel you've completed recently that felt relieving, healthy, beneficial, I want to say in other ways, or maybe one specific particular way for you? And this maybe is to encourage you to keep that going if it's something you have to continuously, keep away from your perspective or your life, your energy in general. Might be a habit, excuse me, or somebody or something that has made you nervous. It could have been something that was making you tired or just less motivated. But I feel as if this also sparks the thought and maybe the remembering for some drawn to the reading of what needs to be completed for one, if not multiple reasons moving forward. All right. You got to do what you got to do is now what I'm getting. You got to do what you got to do. And it's a collective that just feels very, I want to say motivated for the most part, if not in general, but responsible. You get up, you do what you have to do, and you proceed through this Monday and even moving forward, and you see things work out for you. I'm not saying things are going to be perfect throughout this day and throughout this week, but I do feel as if you are showing your true colors and putting your best foot forward. What else can you expect from yourself? And I'm hearing you're not an Energizer bunny, so it does remind you to find the balance and be realistic with yourself in regards to how much you're meant to or can actually, again, realistically get done and achieve otherwise throughout this day. And connect to is what I'm getting. But we're moving on to the High Priestess. It's a day of intuition, it's a day of spirituality, and it's a day of connecting, I want to say, to your higher self. There are going to be certain moments where you just feel something quite strongly, and they're saying, trust that. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is coming through very much so when you're in your own bubbles, what I'm getting, your own energy field, kind of keeping your distance or just protecting yourself. Could, of course, be in regards to moments when you are physically even alone, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if some of us drawn to the reading that's coming into play when you are surrounded or working with or somehow in an area with people, and also when it comes to your alone time. But again, it feels like for the most part throughout this day, you're feeling to yourself. And that is going to be beneficial, but you're feeling as if there's a lot ahead for you. I don't know why this collective feels that. You may not even know fully or at all why you're feeling that, but that's one of the moments that Spirit's saying you're feeling things accurately, all right? It's as if you have, I want to say for some, been through the ringer, right? We're winding back maybe even currently. But I do feel as if for whatever reason, the Spirit wants to highlight that what you've experienced, what you've been through, what you've gained, and what you've released, I feel like it's not enough in regards to what you're meant for, in regards to who you're meant to be in this lifetime. There's a sense of Spirit pushing you to feel empowered in the midst of saying you're feeling things accurately. And one main feeling, once again, of accuracy is that there's a lot ahead for you that you get to experience, gain, and be one with. Beautiful. And I'm hearing accomplish. But the Three of Swords in reverse, I wouldn't be surprised if this day gives you the allotted time, at least at one significant point, maybe several points, or the day as a whole for somebody, to heal. Maybe before a new beginning, But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's receiving good news throughout this day, and this is healing in of itself. Maybe even sparks a new level or a couple different levels of healing for you. Feeling like for somebody it's a relief, a weight off your shoulders. But the Ten of Cups in the upright position, I really feel like this is again speaking upon you having a lot more ahead for yourself. But as well, I do sense that this is speaking upon with the rainbow imagery coming through, a sense of happiness about you. Why do you feel happier throughout this period? And maybe it's a continuation or maybe even a growing of which, if we think about the past week or so, or maybe for somebody it's a month, right? Period, we're winding back, but it could be, the last couple of days or so, or maybe just when it comes to Sunday, Monday. But I feel as if there is a happiness, at least at certain points or in general, and Spirit wants you to pat yourself on the back because you're doing at times what feels necessary or maybe what you want, and maybe even at points when you're doing things that you need to do that feel like an obligation or responsibility, a have to kind of thing, and that's even making you happy. Good for you, because I do sense that has a lot to do with how you're approaching things, how you're coping with things, overcoming, and even dodging and avoiding otherwise. I want to say holding back as well. But the Chariot card, there's a sense of motivation tied into you wanting more, feeling the need for more, knowing once again, feeling accurately that there is more ahead for you. But I do sense that this motivation is absolutely intertwined and effectively being put to use when it comes to your happiness. Was that worded correctly? Your motivation is intertwined with your happiness and is effectively being put to use towards certain levels of benefits, rewards. Let's just say abundance in a multitude of forms. But the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to be finding that this period of time, this Monday, maybe even surrounding it, feels very, I'm hearing life-changing, but again, rewarding. It's like not just one wheel is churning in your favor, but a couple different ones. Maybe even three at most for somebody drawn to the reading. And I'm now getting the word original, all right? Original. Original recipe is now what I just heard. It might be a legit recipe, say cooking or something of the sort or otherwise, but it feels like you have the original recipe about how, you go about doing something, about how you are walking your individual path, even to think about it in that more kind of general sense. But looking at the word original, going back to when I got that by itself, you're original, you're unique, you're different, and that's standing out. And I do sense, once again, that's intertwined with your happiness, your motivation, and you striving, feeling driven to accomplish and achieve and gain more, to see a better lifestyle for yourself or somebody, and maybe even your loved ones, as I'm being drawn to these kids here. And naturally that sort of coupled up imagery. But I also sense that you are thinking about something that you maybe want and or need for the future, and Spirit saying it's not all black and white. All right, you might feel as if it should come in sooner, but it's another day where, again, it feels like 3 daily reads in a row. Trust in divine timing. Let's keep pulling. The Four of Wands. Now, my friend, this Monday is going to show you evidence that things are working out for you. I mean, you don't get the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands in a daily read if it doesn't feel, and there isn't evidence throughout this energy period of things churning in your favor, working out for you, and beginning to, or continuing, or both, falling into place. I'm now hearing music to my ears. It could be that good news. It could be in regards to, again, this wheel churning, if not multiple wheels churning in your favor. They're saying even healing is like music to your ears. It feels good. It feels refreshing and necessary. And again, that healing could come through in a multitude of ways. But also I feel like structure is part of this period, whether it's more so you using structure to your advantage in your personal life. It could be running a business. I want to say the structure of how your day proceeds. Maybe that's changed and been altered recently. But I do feel as if you are going to see that commitment is working out in your favor. Could be a commitment to somebody, if not multiple people. Could be to a work endeavor or two. Could be in regards to somebody, your destiny. And that obviously could be wrapped up into your work or your hobby or both, or even another aspect of your life. For somebody, I feel like it's in regards to achieving a goal, like getting a housing situation, or maybe improving and fine tuning, sprucing up your housing situation that you have currently. Random, but obviously it came out for a reason. But I do feel as if Spirit's saying, yes, you have this motivation. Yes, you're driven. Do not excuse me. Interesting. Maybe there's a focus on an Ace of Pentacles endeavor for you, a new job, maybe a new investment, maybe even other new purchases for the future or currently. But I was going to hold up the Devil card by saying, don't overdo it. Find the fine line, know yourself best, and remember you're not an Energizer bunny. But to wrap up this amazing, again, powerful reading, it's a day where things are working out for you, all right? You're meant for so much more is the overall message, okay? So if this was truly helpful, don't forget to reach out for a personal reading. Just shoot me a quick email. Everything is down below. If you didn't see in my community section, I do have a P.O. box these days. If you feel the need or feel guided to send me some random stuff, I am sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.